Welcome to Babyface Heels, where we talk professional wrestling, primarily the WWE. Babyface Heels is being presented to you by Griffin Family Entertainment, GFE. I am your boy, Brandon Griffin, but in this situation in household, I'm only known as Pops Griffin. And I got two out of my four guys with me. To my right, Menace Red.
Yo, yo.
To my left, Broadway Rick.
What's up? What's up?
And you know what it is. We have a Saturday night main event. There is another championship bout, which is very interesting to me, where I have my boy Jay Uso going against CM Punk. Shout out to the Shy. Shout out to the Uso. It's family on both sides, so we know it's going to be a nice family affair tonight. But somebody has to win. Who you got and why?
So I'll start it out. I got CM Punk, man. I'm not gonna lie. I've like looking back since the comeback and everything. I really didn't like CM Punk, but over his whole career, I like him. And just for this spot specifically, I think it makes sense. He's been losing since he came back. He won the belt, then they cashed it in on him same night. So I think this would be the time. Seth is injured.
Ouch.
Roman's out the picture.
I'm sorry to cut you. Why would you do that to us? Why would you remind us of that? Ouch. He didn't deserve that. And you know I'm not, but he didn't deserve that. I'm sorry. I just had to. I'm sorry. Oh, ouch.
But that's how CM Punk's been since he came back, which I think is a good story to tell. And this is one of the rare instances where you get babyface, like super over versus super over. The crowd loves both of them. And so it's not, you can't really go wrong if you're the WWE. But as a fan, I want CM Punk. I feel like his overall title reign will be better than another Jey Uso run.
Yeah. I'm CM Punk for this too.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate though, because I feel like I wonder what the plans would have been if Seth wasn't injured again. Because I feel like a lot of this kind of to get here was sloppy. But nonetheless, I'm Team CM Punk. With Jey Uso, I just think his reign wasn't entertaining. I feel like I think that he got the title in the Rumble win because the crowd, like, he was too over to be denied, I feel like. But I don't think he had a good run, and I don't think he's someone that could put the belt on. When you have the belt, you put the company on your back essentially, and he's not.
You can only be that like scrappy underdog one time, bro. And Jay had his time, and once he finally got the belt, it's like, where do you go from there for that type of character?
Right, like he had the hype, but I think that, like I said all the time on and off the recording, you can't only uppercut and super kick and scream yeet in a 40-minute match as a champion. It's not how it works. And I think even his match at Gunther at Mania when he won the belt was even underwhelming. So I like Jay, I like his character. I just don't think he's world champ material.
I think Punk will have better matches. I think everything will be better with Punk as champ. Even I think it's going to be a short reign for whoever wins, but for that window until Seth comes back or Gunther comes back or whoever, it'll be better with CM Punk.
For sure.
Listen, my wrestling history and wrestling right mind is in 100% agreement with y'all. But my heart and my bloodline is with Jey Uso, man. We yeeting all day. The world is yeeting. We going crazy right now, man. What we talking about, Uso?
The world is yeeting.
The world is yeeting, Uso.
However,
they want another run. What they do? They want us to run it back. They want us to run it back, though. They want us to run it back.
I had this talk the other day with some other people, and I think that when it comes to like the Jey Usos and the Jimmys and the Solos, these are guys that you could use to really do good with a U.S. belt, an IC belt, put it on them and bring that kind of power to it. But a world belt, Jay's not built for a world belt. And like microphone, he's not really good on the mic.
He's fumbling through his promos every week. Every week he forgets his line. He just says, what do you say?
I think it's a little asthma. That's okay. It's a little asthma.
Something in his life.
Got to work on his breathing. We got to work on his breathing. That's all I'm saying. We got to work on the breathing. So, as we said before, right, when the fight first began and he went solo, it's not so much about the long game. The long game is your Cody's. The long game is your Roman. The long game, maybe future Breaker, right? These guys are, I think, 18 months type of guys. But I do think the time now is from now all the way to WrestleMania, right? And in between, we're going to have War Games, Survivor Series. We're going to have Royal Rumble. Then there's those other filler pay-per-view shows, right?
Right.
I think for slot wise, time wise, for whatever plans they have going forward, I think Jay's proven already he can do a 90-day run. He can't do a run,
Can
you
he,
know,
though?
all the way to Mania and Rumble and all that. I don't see that.
Can he do a 90-day run, though?
He can. He's proven he can do it.
But that was good to you?
It was good for the media. It was good for the company.
Who did he fight in his 90-day run?
Glasses, T-shirts, everybody's eating everywhere. The ticket sales and the merch sales says that it was okay. It was a good run for the company.
That is the thing, though. I think if he's fighting somebody else, then yeah. But CM Punk does all that. Already, he checks all those boxes already, literally. And he's just better in every other category, too.
He wrestles.
The only thing with CM Punk, if they put that belt on him, he might get injured.
Yeah, that's
the only thing. Everything else, CM Punk checks all those boxes.
For sure. I don't know, man. I just think that Jay, I don't think he can.
So overall, we think Jay Uso, and I say we because I'm always gonna ultimately side with majority. My pick is for Jay to win tonight. I'm gonna do that. So, but we think Jay is more hyped than championship material.
Yeah, he's one of those people. I mean, he's in a unique position because he can exist without the belt. It's not one of those things where he's champion without being champion, but he's main event without being main event. If that makes sense, like he's just a big enough star to exist.
Yeah, I mean,
he can do anything.
He has the character down pat. Like that's a character the fans love. They're gonna go crazy every time. But I don't know. I think even though the company has become so big now and it's more than wrestling, right? It's more money things. And even though he's a good character, I think that the goal is still to have a wrestler as a champion. Like, I don't know if we'll ever see a Logan Paul as a champion, a world champion in a sense, right? Because that's not what he does. So I think Jay's good, propel a story, give some good story work, entertain us. But as a champion, as in a main event, 50-minute match, it's not Jay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is you're right. We need Law and Order, bro.
Come on, WWE, bro. I'm sick.
Cody's from like that cloth, but CM Punk was in them trenches from way back, and he built his way up. He knows how to hold the company on his back. He did it even when they didn't want him to do it. We need Law and Order with that belt, bro.
They can't deny the power.
We need Law and Order.
Wow.
He aired the whole company out, came back, and still.
You know what we need for the belt? We need health. That's the problem we're in a situation we're in right now because guys can't stay healthy.
Yeah, that belt might be a curse, though, really.
My boy, listen, the Vision, Seth, we had it all put together. Heyman, it was there. It was there.
I'm glad you mentioned. This is actually what I wanted to mention, too. I think with CM Punk getting that championship, it also bleeds better into the story of Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker,
definitely,
Brock Lesnar. All of that could go so much better seamlessly. You could do it with Jay because he was Bloodline, but it's not like doing it with Roman.
Okay, hold on. So this is where I wanted to go to then, but this is perfect. So, and I'll let you start this out, Broadway. So, does CM Punk deserve the title run, and what does that look like, and how long does it go? So, I know it's about one main question with a couple different parts in there, but have the floor.
Does he deserve a title run? Absolutely. And I said this other things. I said this to Pops. This man Punk, they had to give him a fat lump of money for him to to agree to losing the champ in 3 seconds. After like the hype of like he needs it. So I think that for sure he deserves it. Him and his wife beat Becky and Seth, right? And he didn't have the chance to come back after that to get it. So it definitely. He deserves it, and I think he's just more decorated overall. As far as where his run will go, I don't know. I don't know because I don't know what they're trying to do.
Good matches
for sure, yeah. But I think he can hold it for I guess the windows from now to Mania. He could hold it, but like if that's what they need to do. But I think ultimately what this means as with this belt is just kind of holding the spot for now until Seth comes back or. If they feel Braun is ready to really go the next direction, it feels like it's kind of a filler champ. With respect,
him and Seth definitely deserve that showdown at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
because say he wins, we're November 1st right now. Mania is April. That's 6 month run, 5 months. That's perfect.
Yeah,
6 months run for CM Punk, and yeah, he definitely deserves it though.
And Punk said he's hanging it up soon, so I think if he does get a 6 months and we do. we do get Seth and Punk, because we're definitely getting together at some point. So if that happens to be at Mania, and he loses to Seth, that's a great conclusion to his new Mania run. I mean, new wrestling run, for real.
I got Jay winning tonight, and I think it's a short window. But if it's the other way around, and you guys are correct, I think Punk carries it all the way to WrestleMania. I do think, like you just mentioned, there was a bag in order for him to lose 30 because there's an embarrassment with that.
Yeah.
But one thing, H, I'll be respectful because that's still my guy, but we got to clean up some of this booking stuff. But one thing I think about with H is he's a guy that wants you to remember, right? And so that 30 seconds of joy and everybody's excited and all of a sudden, bam, it's taken from him like that. Well, keep in mind, you got to pay the price for what happened a long time ago. The absence of things like that, but we can't just let you come in and get right to it, right? There's a fight, there's a grind to get it. And even once you get it, you still got guys that are mad. They still remember what happened. A couple of them might still be around here. And so because of that, we have to make sure this all makes sense. So it looks like it is lining up well. And, we'll see what happens now. It should be, Punk will make sure it's a great match. I know that much about CM Punk. He will.
I was going to say that, I love Punk a lot. Like, I'm happy he's back. He deserves a belt. But I don't know how well they're going to, clash in this one-on-one. Just because, like I said, I like Jey Uso. He's not a wrestler. And I feel like we've seen that in his longer matches is he can't really wrestle like that to the ability of someone like Punk. So, will this match be good?
But I think that's also good, too. I think if you put the belt on Punk, Triple H respects Punk's mind. It'll be more of a collaborative thing with Punk's match. Punk's not just doing anything. So with Jey Uso, they probably just tell him go out there and do it how they have it written for him. But Punk, they'll come together on some stuff. But he's also creative. So I think if Jey Uso is on board and not just yeeting, then they could collaborate to have a creative match. And Punk, it's really hard for CM Punk to have a bad match with people, bro.
Yeah, well, the direct quote was he said, "Hey, you're gonna have to do better than what we saw with the Gunther. I need more than that." So Punk's gonna make him earn it, or whatever it is. I think Punk will make sure it's a good match. Okay, that's a fact.
Yeah, they believe in kayfabe for the feels. If you go off script, then it's got to be real. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of Babyface Heels.